Guys, N'Golo Kante of this YouTube thing, Mr. Sauce on Spill the Hood, Sky Sports, whatever you want to call it. Some of you call me Rashford and Mbappe and all them things there. But anyways, Arsenal 4, FC BATE 2, 2 wins from 2 in the Europa League, 6 points. Let's not waste time, let's get into it. Firstly, we knew what to expect with Arsene Wenger. He said he's going to play a youthful side mixed with experience. And that's exactly what we got in terms of experience. Giroud, Theo, El Nene, Wilshere, Mustafi, Holding, you could class as experience now. BFG or Spino could fall under that category too. Yeah, there was a lot of experienced players for the young players to Giroud, the young players to lean upon. We saw the exciting Nelson Madoni, you saw Maitland-Niles, you saw Chris Willock. So yeah, there was a lot of young players and players that need to play games or get 90 minutes or whatever. Shout out to Wilshere. Going into the game, yeah, we knew this was a game. We just want to win this and think about Brighton, really. And whatever side we put out, we should be winning. The bench, it was a big risk with the bench. There weren't no experienced players to call upon per se. So, yeah, like I said, we went into the game. Early on, you could see what BATE were trying to do, and I don't blame them. They're a lesser side than us, no disrespect to them. So you could see they were getting tight and trying to be aggressive in the challenge and deter us from playing football. Wilshere, which I was scared for, Nelson, Willock, Giroud, all on the receiving end, Theo, all on the receiving ends of them rough clips, but from behind in the heels. Them, you know, them ones when you play Sunday League and it's cold and they get you from behind. A lot of them. I could feel it looking through the TV. But yeah, we looked good for it. We were linking up well in the first half, in the first 10 especially, and we were growing into the game. Willock, second half he improved, but at this period I was thinking he could have been a bit braver. Was having the lion's share of possession, was having a lot. You saw what Wilshere did. We missed Wilshere because he does exactly that. They link up, all of that stuff. Theo running in behind, Nelson doing his thing, whether it was in the 7th minute when he done the chop or made someone dance, or in the 10th when he made someone drop, doing his thing. Maitland-Niles was finding acres of space in the left. The midfielders could have hit him a lot more and weren't trying to find it. So yeah, it looked like we were going to do our thing. 8th minute, we got our goal. The opposition, BATE, were extremely appalling from set pieces and defensively, as were we, but we'll allude to that later. Wilshere and Giroud involved in the link-up play. Lovely link-up play. Eventually falls to Theo. He ensures it goes in. And 8 minutes up, 8 minutes in, we're 1-0 up and we're good for it. And you're looking at it as a thing where let's make the floodgates open. Let's get some more. Let's put this game to bed very early. And let's take off the likes of Mustafi, who would probably play against Brighton, and think about the following week. Following fixture. So yeah, like I said, 10th minute you saw what Nelson can do. 12th minute I'm seeing Theo take free kicks from ridiculous angles. Nelson has been taking free kicks in the academy. Come on, man. If you can hit a set piece on an academy pitch, you can hit a set piece on another pitch. The last time I checked, there's no changes. He's 17, so he can't bully Theo for free kicks. But Wenger, come on, man. Theo's appalling with this. And you can see Theo doing a lot that he wouldn't be able to get away with if the more experienced players were there throughout the game. But yeah, arguably the first 20 minutes we were good for it. We're controlling the game. That doesn't mean they were out of the game. We were just the quality, being one goal for the good, just genuinely being better players and being more comfortable in possession. I felt we could have played with more intent, to be honest with you, and put more balls into the box when we saw very early on that they're poor defensively and they're shaky from set pieces and crosses. We have a target man in Giroud. But before I forgot to say, we're controlling the game, but BATE are no means put out of the game. Yes, we silenced them for a minute, but the fans are rocking, the players are still going in, and it's still, regardless, the infamous only 1-0, which I keep saying in all of these videos. So yeah, 19th minute, Giroud sloppy in possession. Was his name Ivanich or something like that, has an effort from range and it just goes over. So yeah, they were still frightening us. But to be fair, a couple moments later, I think Theo got his second howler from the keeper. I don't think Theo will score an easier goal in his career. For Theo, I'm surprised he managed to finish that. He could have picked out Giroud, but 2-0 for the good, and we go 2-0 up. And again, you want to see more. At 2-0 is a dangerous lead. They score one more away from home, fans behind them. We score 3, we put them to bed, and it's done. So yeah, you're looking at it in a thing where 25 minutes now, a couple minutes later, Holding manages to get that third goal again from a set piece. Holding nor BFG, a lot of them are not being picked up. I think BFG Mertesacker got a knock on. Eventually falls to Holding. He slots it. It's 3-0 for the good. So yeah, that's the first half. We basically it was all done for. Towards the end of the first half, they were having some chances, and on the break, Theo should have really got his third goal, to be honest with you. So yeah, we're going in for it, and we just oh, see, this is how much stuff actually happened. I actually forgot what happened. 2 minutes later, after that Holding goal, we actually conceded a finish. Holding, oh my lord, Holding, I love you, but you could have done a lot better. Maitland-Niles, 27th minute, Maitland-Niles picked out picked out of position. He's not there. Holding could have done a lot better in that he could have stood his man up, but he dived in. And they left a runner unmarked. Lovely ball in from Brighton, whatever his name is, I believe. Forgive me if I said his name wrong. Lovely crossing and a lovely header to match. It's not the most powerful of headers, but he managed to guide it. They deserved their goal, and it's 3-1, and it's pretty annoying that we didn't keep a clean sheet. I mean, it would have been lovely to keep a clean sheet to just put the game to bed. Like I said, at 3-0, the fans were quiet. They scored. They were galvanized. Like I said, I got confused before the end. After that, Theo really had a chance to score and make it 4-1 in the first half towards the end. But other than that, that's the end of the end of the first half. Then you're looking at half time. You're thinking, okay, they're trying to kick us out of the game. It's 3-1. Let's get a fourth. Let's get a fifth. Let's really kill this team. We need to put more crosses into the box. We need Giroud's. How tall is he? And they're poor from set pieces and crosses. Let's put more into there. We need to do that. But the thing I couldn't get out of my head is how dirty they were actually playing. That's the main thing. We were shaky defensively in the first half. So at half time, I'm thinking pattern up defensively. Just manage the game. Don't do nothing silly. No one pull forward ridiculously if you don't need to. If the goal comes, it comes, but we don't need to force it. Let's just keep everybody intact. Some of us will be playing, Mustafi probably definitely, but Giroud, Theo, the likes of you, I'm pretty sure you want to play against Brighton on the weekend. So by that logic, let's not do anything silly. Let's not run for balls we don't need to run. Let's not play balls we don't need to play. Let's just make sure that the young players enjoy themselves as they were in the first half. The experience, they get through this with no injuries, and they just manage the game, and we make it 6 wins from 6. But that wasn't to be the case, to be honest. I mean, yeah, we scored a goal fairly on in the second half, 48th minute, I believe. We got a penalty. I don't know why we got a penalty. I still don't know. I have to watch the replays. The ref had a shocker for decisions for them and decisions for us. So many fouls that were fouls should have been fouls. We should have actually had a penalty. Chris Willock, Joe Willock was fouled in the first half. A nasty challenge, really. We should have had one. So we had a lot of bookie decisions. I'm not going to complain because it's Arsenal. Of course, I'm biased. I want us to win in that regard. Giroud steps up. Theo could have got the hat-trick, but he steps up. Giroud slots home, and he gets his 100th goal for us. But other than that, we are poor, in my opinion. We're doing... I don't know what we're doing in the second half. In the first second half, to be honest with you. I mean, I'd say BATE had the better second half. They were dominating. We were on the counter. We were camped in our own half. We were just doing nonsense. We couldn't get out. We couldn't play simple passes. We couldn't play 10 or so passes. And this ain't even to the young players. I felt the young players genuinely and generally played quite well, and they didn't shy away. And they actually in my play ratings, they'll get higher ratings than the experience. They stood up to be counted. But experienced players giving it away. Wilshere had a great game, but the standards were dropping. Giroud had a stinker today. Standards were dropping. Theo, bar the 2 goals, did nothing. He's just losing the ball. The ball's not sticking. People are trying to play silly first-time passes over the top and clip it around the corner without looking. And you're thinking, yes, it's BATE. Yes, the game's probably already won. Yes, we really and truly, we don't want to be here playing on Thursday. But the standards don't have to drop. We need to get our wins. We don't lose the second half. By that logic, we don't concede any more goals, and if possible, we score some more. So yeah, we lost the second half. Ultimately, we won the game and we scored 4 goals, and that will be the headline ultimately, and it's good for our young players. But it was by no stretch of the imagination a good game. Second half, we really let ourselves down, in my opinion. Really let ourselves down. Like I said, for their 4th goal, I don't know if I alluded to it. In fact, go and check. I can't bother to talk about it. But yeah, Holding Mustafi and Mertesacker let themselves down for the 4th goal that they scored. I believe it was in the 66th minute. Mustafi, what are you doing? Engage him. Stay on your feet. Mertesacker, he's past it, so I can't even get onto him too tough. But what are you doing? Holding, to be fair, he lost his footing. But again, collectively, by the back 3, you're experienced. You played tougher opposition. You've kept tougher opposition in Diego Costa in your back pocket. What are you doing away from home? You're drawing yourselves out. Poor goal to concede by all 3. Like I said, I'll pin the blame most with Mustafi, to be honest, because he should have cut that out. And generally, he had a poor game. But yeah, we win. Ultimately, we take 3 points, and you can only play what's in front of you. We move on to Brighton. Our experienced players, the majority and core of them, got rests. We managed to get over the line. The young players some of them got a lot of minutes behind them, got some confidence behind them. Ultimately, the goal is to obviously push and be regular first teams members. They all make good accounts of themselves, and if they continue it, who knows what could happen for a few of them. Of course, all of them won't make it here, but it'll be nice to see which ones. And yeah, all they can do is play good. But guys, Deluded Gooner, I'm signing out. Get in the comments, subscribe, follow. Follow me on my socials. I'm off to bed now. I'm extremely tired. Playing at 6 o'clock's a killer. I mean, watching footballs at 6 o'clock's a killer. I don't know why I can watch them later, but not earlier. But yeah, guys, Deluded Gooner, I'm out. Thank you.